Welcome back to the show Ask the Ministers of God, right here on MBCI TV Audio Viewer. Tonight, we are discussing the subject on vision from the biblical perspective. And I have anointed men of God, servants of God tonight, helping us to go through this particular topic, Pastor Alex Minor and also Bishop Simon Ngaho. Thank you so much. We are also appreciating your feedback on this particular discussion, and we'll be sampling quite a number of them in the course of the show. And just before the break, Pastor Alex, I want you to pick up from where Bishop left. And like I said, you'd find that there are quite a number of Christians who feel frustrated that maybe they have not realized the potential that they had, what maybe they saw, the vision that maybe they had. What is it that someone needs to put as far as this particular process is concerned? And at one particular point, could one maybe be in a position to change maybe the vision that they had to another vision?
Yes, because maybe starting from your end.
Sure.
You can even have two visions, meaning you can do two things successfully. But what I would say about vision, maybe for that person who may be thinking that maybe I don't have a vision, I'm looking for my vision, as Bishop said that one of the sources of vision is God. I believe that most of the visions that we are talking about today, a vision is conceived. It's conceived. There's no conception without intimacy. You know, there has to be a relationship.
Okay.
An intimate relationship. You know, you don't conceive uko kwa barabara hivyo kwa street kwa sababu litembea. It takes intimate relationship. So you develop. Now talking to the Christian who would think that they would need a vision, you develop an intimate relationship with God. So you're fellowshipping with him in his word. Because some of the things, when you start developing that kind of an intimate relationship with God, God exposes you to you.
Okay.
You start seeing yourself in areas that you had not seen before. And that's where conception happens. Now you conceive a seed that I think I can do music. I think I can sing. That's where it all starts. And then there's that seed now. After conception, just maybe taking an example of a lady who gets pregnant. After conception, now that's where the process starts.
Okay.
You first of all agree with the seed that nasikia kama naweza anza biashara. Okay. Nasikia kama naweza fungua kanisa. Nasikia all those are kind of, nasikia kama naweza kuwa engineer, as Bishop is saying. Nasikia kama is like you feel as if you are pregnant with a specific kind of seed. But now after a lady gets pregnant, there's now, you agree now that I'm pregnant. But now that's when now the journey starts. You know, the gestation period, the 9 months. So those 9 months is now upon the lady to take care of the seed and to nourish the seed, to feed the seed. After getting a vision, kuna chakula zingine unakataa kukula. Ndio kule zile ambazo zinasaidia hiyo vision.
Yes.
If you think that you have a seed in business, so you start now eating that kind of food that would raise that seed of business in you. Ikue mzuu, ikue kubwa. Bado haijatokea hiyo seed.
Right.
Is the gestation period. And that's a period that really transforms your life.
Okay.
Just like a young lady would get pregnant after getting married, unakuta hata zile nguo alikuwa anavaa anazivaa tena.
Yes.
Anaanza kukula, nisikia wengine wanakula mchanga, vitu kama hizo. So when you allow a vision not to start taking over your life, there are a lot of changes that are demanded. So people of vision are people who are ready for change.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're not ready for change, you may not be able to birth a vision.
Wow.
Where now the vision now takes over your life. That now you are pursuing this career course in school, but not because of the vision that you have, you now start pursuing this other course. That's why we have found even the choice of subjects to our students, derived by their vision in life. Nataka kuwa accountant, so sisomi biology sasa, nasoma hesabu. So, and that really changes a lot of things in you. Some people would have wanted you to be this. Now because of your vision, kutakuwa na conflict between those people and yourself. But then now you grow that seed in you. You grow that seed in you maybe through education, other things, through prayer, through a mentorship, through a lot of things you give yourself to if you want to birth the vision well. Okay. Basically, actually, the other stage is birthing. And birthing a vision is also very important. It depends on where, how, who is around you. And that's why we have great visions, but they were born in the wrong place. Unajua mtoto akifika kuzaliwa, amezaliwa. Lakini anazaliwa kwa kichaka. Kama mama hako mwangalifu na time, anaweza zaliwa kwa
gari.
Kwa gari. Anaweza zaliwa kwa buga la wanyama.
Yes.
Akuliwe na simba hapo. Unaona, so birthing is, but now birthing is a painful process.
Okay.
And you have to, if you have a vision, you have to be ready for that. That you're going to birth this vision. And another angle of birthing the vision is that people expect a lot of help in a vision that has not been born. So to an extent, they think that people are not supporting my vision. But people can only support what has been born. Ukituambia tununulie mtoto nguo, tununulia boy, girl, hatujui tununulia mtoto aina gani. So lazima uzae. Na kuzaa ni uchungu.
Yes.
So if people of vision, they have gone through a lot of pain.
Okay.
But after the birth season, which is a very, that's a whole topic maybe of another day.
Yes.
Because birthing is very, very important. Because people have birthed visions in the presence of the enemies. People have birthed visions unprepared. And definitely the vision dies. Or even the mother dies, you know. Birthing is a very tricky time. Kizaa poa. So then people come and celebrate your vision.
Sure.
But what I'm saying, I was just saying there's a process. There's a process. And a process, a very interesting process. But visions that are well conceived, well raised, well born, they make a lot of difference.
They make a lot of difference. Wow. Very, very amazing points there by Pastor Alex and Bishop, because it's very critical, and as Pastor Alex has said, it therefore also means that a vision can die.
Yeah, yeah.
What are the repercussions when one has a vision and the vision dies?
As Pastor Alex has said, a vision can die. And there are so many things that can kill a vision. Even people can kill your vision. I have seen people with good vision, but after interacting with the wrong people, their vision dies. Like, you know, even salvation, getting born again,
Sure.
we have a vision of going to heaven. Yeah. If your vision is serving God and going to heaven, then you interact so much with people that have nothing to do with heaven or the Bible, definitely that vision will die. This is why you are advised to go with people of your vision.
Okay.
There is a saying in English that says that birds of the same feather, they flock together.
Yes.
If you want to be an engineer, walk and talk with engineers.
Yes.
Behave like an engineer. If you go to, like when we were young kids, our parents or people used to ask us, what would you like to be when you grow up? Isn't it? Some say doctors, others say the mechanic, others say the pilot. I don't know why so many people like pilot. Everybody, it's like everybody says pilot.
Yes.
If you go and ask a street kid who is actually, doing some, stealing and collecting garbage, you ask them, what would you like to be when you grow old? Probably he would say a doctor. But you ask yourself, is this the path into doctorhood? Because if you want to be a doctor, there's a route that you may follow that will not kill your dream. But where you are heading to, or the people you are interacting with, there is this thing you need to exercise. OQP. OQP.
Yes.
Only quality people.
Okay.
You should interact with only quality people. Because there are some people who are, time can be stolen. Just like money can be stolen. You may call me from my business, uniambia tuende tukatebe. You are stealing my time. Why? I'm supposed to be in my business.
Yes.
So
yes.
Even though you have a vision, there are so many things that can kill a vision. One of them is discipline. As Pastor Alex had said, you see an athlete, they wake up in the morning, they start running. Why are they running? Because there is a vision of becoming champions.
Sure.
After they do that, they keep themselves in discipline. As a visioner, if I may say a visioner, you see things other people do not see. The example is given of this guy. He was a farmer, an old farmer. So as he was tilling his land, there was this tree stalk, kizingiti ilikuwa kwa mchaga. he dug that piece of wood and then he put it aside. And there is this guy who is a sculptor. So he came and said, can you give me this piece of wood? And the farmer looked at this man. He said, I will give him an amount. He said, let's say 10,000 shillings. And then the sculptor said, yeah, I will buy it. And he went in the pocket, counted 10,000 shillings, and gave the man. As he was happily carrying the piece of log, then the farmer was smiling. Look at a fool. He has just bought a piece of wood for 10,000 and I was about to burn it or throw it away. After 3 days, he went and did a very nice sculpture and put it in the market. The same farmer passed along that route. He saw the sculpture of an eagle. He said, wow, this is wonderful. Yes. And he said, yes, this is my work. Yeah. And the farmer said, can you sell it to me? And this is, I needed 30,000 shillings. And the farmer went to the back, withdrew 30,000 shillings, brought this to the sculptor, and the sculptor was smiling now as the farmer is taking the piece of wood back to his home. He's saying, look at a fool. He sold it to me at 10,000. Yes. I have 20,000 shillings more. So sure. This means a sculptor, there is something he saw that a farmer could not see.
Sure.
A farmer could see the result of what the wood would become. Wow. But the sculptor would see the result of what that thing would be. So it's good to be sharp-minded. You see and you realize your vision again.
Wow. Good. Very interesting there. And just as we come to draw to the conclusion of our discussion tonight, Pastor Alex, I remember there is that particular saying that is very common, that if you have the vision, God will give the provision. Yet there are so many people who think, or maybe who would really feel that this is what I really want to do. This is what I really believe I want to go, or this is where I want to be, maybe after a particular period of time. But now the fear of the resources, the fear of what it takes, what word do you have for them tonight?
Maybe we'll start by, definitely there's that saying, and to say is a saying, that if you have a vision, then God will give you provision. But now the vision should be born before you see any kind of provision.
Yes.
My advice to anybody who has a vision, do all that it takes and birth the vision. Do something about the vision.
Sure.
Let the vision be seen. If you have a vision in doing some music, toa wimbo ya kwanza. Anza biashara hiyo, anza kuuza mboga tatu hapo. Sasa umeanza hiyo safari ya maono. So that is how maybe you're able to attract the provision.
And you've said that the journey can be painful at some point.
Yeah, the journey to vision is not an easy journey.
Yes.
And going through the stories of people who have ever done something about their vision, it is never a walk in the park. It's a tireless journey. Okay. You get tired because of you're carrying something that is bigger than you, because a vision should be bigger than you. So ni umebeba mimba kubwa kukuliko. But also then the heart that I will pray that everybody sees the future. You see the future. Let your future be greater in your eyes than your today. Okay. Quickly, there are two brothers in the Bible, Jacob and Esau. Jacob had a vision of his future, and he comes to Esau and he says, Esau actually comes and give me the food. Now Jacob sees the future. He was ready to sacrifice today for the sake of the future. Wow. At the end of the story, Jacob got the future because he could see the future when they were still very young. So everybody who is going to be a man of vision, you have to see the vision now. It is that ability of seeing the vision now that makes doing sacrifices a little bit easier. So Jacob is willing to go hungry today because of the vision. So I would pray that people may see far and know it is a process. It's not an easy process, but birth it fast.
Birth it fast.
Usituite kama mtoto hajazaliwa.
Mpaka mtoto azaliwe. Wow, that's how we bring it to a close for tonight. What an interesting and captivating discussion on vision, especially from the biblical perspective. Once you have it, there is a process. You must be willing to pay the price. And definitely God will also be able to see you through. I've been having Pastor Alex Weiner on tonight's discussion. Thank you so much, servant of God, for your insights on this particular topic. It's been a pleasure. And also Bishop Simon Gaho, thank you also so much for joining us and helping us to understand the weight of this particular discussion.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much also, audio viewer. We end it at that particular point until we do it again next week at a time like this. My name is MANGUCHO MOLA. Enjoy your evening.
Nuggets of Wisdom with Apostle Dan Gishimo.
Good food is for the stomach when one is hungry. So is good, profitable, and viable knowledge for a hungry mind. But many feed the stomach and starve the mind with its only diet known as knowledge. Pursue knowledge tirelessly from wise and knowledgeable people, and by reading good books. Always remember, good knowledge culminates to a healthy mind.